in a time and season that people will turn on God for folks. And then when them same folks hurt them, they run back to God. I can't understand that. I don't understand how you can be in your mess and then come to church Sunday morning, you sing, you prophesy, you preach, you've been done everything up under the sun over the weekend and in the book, and then you get up here like ain't nothing going on and expect God to heal you, and then have the nerve to say, why me, Lord? I don't understand that. The Bible's promised everybody that's righteous that they're going to overcome. And the minute things start going wrong in our life, we want to check ourselves. We want to check somebody else. I'm a believer that if things ain't going on in our life right, Anthony, I don't check you. I check me. Matter of fact, I'm preaching today. It's for me, Frederick, before it hits you. I can't get no help in here. I know y'all used to them preachers preaching on you and preachers doing this here, but I don't do that. I preach for me. I'm going to deliver me first. But many times we find ourselves, and it's so amazing to me that we have a God that promised us abundant life, but we are going from paycheck to paycheck. We are going from this to this. That is not abundant life. And I refuse to sell that. I'm pushing for abundant life. I'm going to have $3,000 or $4,000 in my pocket. I'm going to drive, pick it up, hip and hip. I'm not going to drive what you tell me to drive, Anthony. I'm going to get what I want to get. And then, he was car hunting yesterday, and he seen about 5 cars, but he didn't find the one he wanted. But many of us will move out of season just to get a car, and guess what? You got you a beat up drive-by, and you got to fix somebody else's mess. That's why it's good to wait on God and know when to move. But we always move by people. We always move by our action. We always move by our feelings. We so easy to get our feelings hurt. Baby, you ain't got time to be worried about your feelings. We living in the last days. Y'all don't even realize this. Any day now, them clouds gonna bust. I got one question to ask everybody in here. Are you really ready? You worried about this material stuff. You worried about life. You worried about your man. You worried about your baby daddy, your baby mama. But is you ready if God busts them clouds? Because there ain't going to be no more worry. In hell you shall blot your eyes. So I found out something to one. I work on the kingdom. I don't worry about all that out there. Everything else going to be added to me. Somebody told me, why do you buy somebody for Christmas or their birthday that has everything? I said, just come to church and give me Jesus, and you got enough for me right there. Because God promised me if I work out the kingdom, everything else will be added. And many times we wonder why we ain't got, why we this here, because you too busy worried about people. So what the man walked off? You better for it. You get your bed by yourself. You get to pay your bill. You get to walk around how you want to walk around. You get to come and go like you want to go. And you sitting around worried about he done left me, she done left me. So what? You ought to say freedom. Y'all acting crazy up in here. Y'all acting crazy up in here. So what? You give your child a direct order, then they go against your word, and then the devil get them, and then they want to blame you for this. Hey, you did what God told you to do. So what? I'm not going to let my children control me. Especially once you hit 18, you better be careful with me. Because I ain't going to follow God, then I'm following the law. The law said you are grown. That means I can put your behind out. And I can go on with my life. I can't get no help in here. After 18 years, I raised you. If you ain't got it yet, baby, you ain't going to never get it. And it's simply because you choose to hang around the wrong folks in the first place. Let me get to my message. The whole church with me. But if you need a title today, the title of the thing is failure does not have to be the final answer. You ought to high five somebody and say failure does not have to be the final answer. Matter of fact, Sherry had an incident on her job with the lady, and the lady wanted her to sign. I think she brought her up, and she didn't sign it. I was so proud of her because many of us, we know we ain't wrong, and we'll fall into the devil's hand and sign that paper and give them something. They want you to sign that paper simply because if you sign that paper, you can't get workman's comp. She got the paper right there. But if she don't sign that paper, they can't fire her because they don't want to have to pay unemployment. But if you sign that paper, they got a weapon to use against you. No, find me, baby. I can sit home for 6 months. And you pay for it on your behalf. I can't get no help from you. Failure does not have to be final. We are living in a life where we settle. We just settle, Anthony. That don't have to be the last stop. Yeah. You need a job, but hey, you don't have to settle and say, hey, this is going to be my job for life, so I'm going to miss church. No, I'm not going to miss church. Y'all, I don't know how y'all miss church. I can't make it to church. If church going on, I'm going to be there. You're going to find Corry always in the presence of God. Because I know if it had not been for that, I would have lost my mind a long time ago. Matter of fact, some of y'all deep folks that are working for God, you would step away from messing up and being out there in the world, just like the people you trying to judge. That's why I don't judge folks, Anthony. You don't know what somebody is going through, why they where they at, and why they are there. Oh, you see, oh, she dressed like that, he dressed like that. Well, do you know what they went through? If you don't know somebody's story, leave folks alone. The Bible tells us to pray for them. He didn't say, we need to line these chairs up and sit people in it because we already done judged them, Sister Little, and done condemned them and sent them to hell. When you forgot what you came from, you was a liar, you was a hoe, you was a backstabber. Matter of fact, you saved, not speaking in tongues, and you still backstabbing. I'm preaching up in here. It's true. It's true. It's time for the church to get together and push people. That's why the world won't come to the church, because the church act like the world. You know what? You can find more drama in the church than you can out there. You can go to church and you think you watching Days of Our Lives. I can't get y'all acting crazy over here. One Life to Live. You think you watching every show. I mean every kind of sleep you can think with, every kind of lie, everything you can find it not out there. You find it in the church. Matter of fact, you better off going out there and find your unsaved brother. At least he do listen to you and respect the God that's in you. I go around folks that's unsaved. They say, okay, oh, here come the bishop. They might be in their midst, but they say, here come the bishop. They loud, they respect me. I ain't gonna cuss the bishop here, but the church folks. Go ahead now. Come on now. Oh, that's just sharing. They know your pastor sharing. That's just sharing. Come on, baby. True. Y'all acting crazy up in here. And that's why I refused it. I just had one member, Pastor Gary. I mean that. It would be just one person in here, because we ain't going to have Days of Our Lives and all that up in here. You're going to send Monday and all of them down the street. I can't get no help in here. It's going to be real up in here. Matter of fact, if you come here, you want to sit down, you in the wrong church. This will be a church of praise. This will be a home. I can't get no help. This will be a place of refuge. This is going to be a place where people come hurt. They're going to get delivered. When people got cancer, they're going to get delivered. Why? Because the glory is in the house. Somebody say yeah. I just be quiet a lot of times. There's a lot of stuff I know. I just be quiet. I watch people. I be like, Come on now. Come on, Bishop. And I go a place and I be so frustrated because the church had became a place of parade, acting, who can preach the best, who can sing the best, who can dress the best, who can da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, instead of where the glory is. Used to be a time you could walk in church and you didn't even have to start singing and shouting. You feel the glory of God. You feel His presence. And you just walk in there. Before you know, you live to enter His gates with thanksgiving. You literally have a praise. You remember that? But now you come to church, you got to figure out which seat you going to sit down, and you got to figure out, okay, now I know she don't like me, so I'm going to sit on that side. There shouldn't be none of that. We should be pushing. Okay, listen, I don't have cliques. I don't have no cliques. All I have is Jesus for you. I don't care who it is. I will tell you off. When I tell you off, see, when I tell you off, yes, you will. When I tell you off, yes, you will. When I tell you off, I don't play. I don't have no clique. Why? Because you'll never be able to put me on the side. That's why most preachers can't say nothing, because they have clique and they've been done gossip and talked about the person. And then when it comes time for that person,